What's going on, everyone? So in today's video I'm going to be showing you around two of our projects. I've done a little video on this one before, so I'm just going to give you a quick little update. It's going to be very brief and I'm going to go take you over to another one of our projects which we began at the start of January. So last time I was videoing this one just before the tilers come in to finish off the roof. So they've finished the roof now, all the tiling is done, the flat roof is complete, and the guys have also installed the roof lantern on the flat roof section. I have explained before where this ply is now. It's going to be where two sets of bifold doors are going to be positioned. They're going to be fully opening that away from me that way. They're also going to be opening that way too. So that is going to encourage even more natural light. Throughout this week, the guys have been installing some of the steel structure to the existing part of the house, picking up the existing external walls so that we can support the existing and then open up that space, creating that open plan living. So let's take you on inside now and we can show you what's happening. So we've got two stills which are joined together, which run along this section here, picking up the existing external wall. We put a join in these two stills as it makes it so much easier to get it in. Then to get over that, you just have to install some plates to the top and the bottom, and then a few cleats to tie it in with this existing steel beam as well. This will also get brought down to suit the height of this one, so that it all flows in together nicely and there's not too many breaks in the ceiling. So before, this wall continued along here and ran all the way down here, which you'll be able to see because I'll just chuck it into this video as well. So the guys have got rid of that, supporting it up with back posts, and then we're going to be installing a post side of the kitchen here, and we're also going to be installing the post over there. The guys have just got to expose the existing footings and make sure building control are happy with that before we install them. I also explained in the video how there's a rather large garage and the client didn't really need all of that space. So we removed this wall coming along here, took it back 600mm, which is your standard depth of kitchen units. So they're going to have the banker units running all the way along here, which is going to house your oven, your microwave. I think they're going to have their fridge freezer here as well. So yeah, kitchen units along here, coming down here as well. We've got the open plan dining room section over here, which I believe the client just ordered a resin table, so that's being made, which is going to look fantastic. And then you're going to have so much natural light flowing down from this roof lantern, as well as those bifolding doors. And then they're going to have a media unit over here. We're going to have a nice little snug zone. So yeah, it's going to look really good. So that's it for this project today. Next week, the guys are going to be in here again, completing the steel work. And we're also going to be having the electricians here running their first fix electrics, followed by the plumbers on Thursday and Friday. And then we can start closing this one up and it's going to start really coming together nicely. So I'm now going to take you over to another one of our projects, which is literally down the road in Horsham. I'll see you over there and we can go through that one there. The project I'm over at is a rear elevation extension to the house. It's a single-storey one with a gable end pitched roof, which I'll explain around the back. So this client actually was following us on our Instagram page for a while. They saw the progression on the page of the content that we were putting out. They decided to reach out and get in touch, which is great because it means that we're getting out to you guys and you're enjoying some of the content that we've got for you. So I did arrange to meet the architect on this job. However, the architect was busy today and wasn't able to get there. However, he did mention that we could be doing a video call at some point, which I'll be able to break down the different reasons that he chose when designing the project and some of the things he took in consideration. So yeah, let's take you around to the back and show you what's going on. I'm gonna grab my high vis, as I'm always saying to the guys that they need to be wearing their high vises, so I need to set a good example. So the guys have been cracking on with the oversight recently. So this is a traditional oversight split up into 4 individual elements. So we start from the top and work our way down. So this will be our finished floor level. We then come down 75mm, which is going to be our screed, which is going to be completely flat, which they then lay their final floor covering on. And then down from that, we're going to have Celotex, which is an insulation. Now this is going to be about 100mm, and then we have 150mm reinforced concrete, and then below that we got some hardcore down there as well. So that's the floor breakdown. So the side of the building is going to come up 3 metres high in brickwork. So we're going to have a parapet wall either side of the extension, finished off with some coping stones, which is going to help us to form the lead gully. So we're not going to have any guttering on show. All we're going to have is a downpipe coming along the front with the side of the bifold doors. So we're going to have a pitched roof with a gable end towards the front. So this roof is going to tie in the middle in between those 2 windows, And we're also going to be looking at taking those windows out and lifting them up so that we can get that required pitch for the roof. Towards the rear of the property, along this brick course here, so from where it steps in here to that side over there, is going to be a set of bifold doors, which are going to fully concertina to one side, creating that outside-inside living. And we're also going to have a gable end window above, encouraging even more natural light into that extension, as well as 4 individual roof lights spread evenly across the roof. So there's going to be a lot of steel work involved in this project. One steel which we're going to be installing will be taking the existing external wall to the house, allowing us to knock down the pit here in the middle, allowing the new extension to flow freely through into this section as well, as it's going to be one big open plan space split up into 3 elements. So you've got your kitchen, which is going to be in the corner in the existing part, the lovely large island with a breakfast bar. We're going to have a little snug in the corner towards the rear of the property, and then we're going to have a utility room space and also a dining room section literally around here. So this steel, we're going to save this steel till the roof structure is on, as we don't want to cause too many disturbance to the client because they've got their kitchen at the minute which they can use. So we're just going to leave that for as long as possible. However, we're going to be installing a ridge beam to allow us to construct the roof and to tie our rafters in with that. And then there's also going to be something called a crank beam, which don't want to overcomplicate it too much, but when we come to those stages, I can break that all down for you. In front of me now, you've got the rebar. So this is a reinforcement that we're going to include in the concrete. So we lift it up off the ground 100 mil to allow the concrete to bind around it. So we put these on, literally clip them on like that. This allows the concrete to move around and to bind fully onto this rebar, really strengthening up that concrete. And that's what the guys are cracking on with today. Also, they've laid their 12,000 gauge membrane to stop any moisture from coming up. We've got the concrete being poured on Monday, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of that too. And then we'll have those bricklayers coming back, taking that brickwork up. Another key element to mention in this project is the client is going to be going for an underfloor heating system. This one's going to be provided by Wonderboard. The system they're going to be going for is a crate system, so it's literally like milk crates along the floor, and they run the pipes all the way through, and then that's what then the 75mm screed goes over. So the existing part of the house was constructed on a suspended timber floor. In order for the underfloor heating to flow with the new extension, we've ripped out the suspended timber floor in that side of the house, and we will be doing the same in the existing kitchen part as well. So we take the existing suspended timber structure out, completely rip it out, we knock the brickwork out along here, we continue this DPM all the way through, and we create a conventional oversight throughout the existing part of the house too. So we've got a continuous floor level throughout the property, so there won't be any steps with the existing and the new. That's one of the key things to mention when you are constructing an extension. You want it to flow with the existing part of the house. You don't want it to feel like it's just been bolted on and not having any relationship with the existing part. So this is the existing dining room, which we've ripped up the suspended timber floor already in this section. So you'll see the rebar which has been laid down here, and we've also got some 4-inch pipe which is run along here. Now this isn't for drainage, this is because of the existing suspended timber floor needs to be ventilated. So you need to allow the air to move around freely under that floor. So we've installed new brick vents to the side of the house, and we've continued the ventilation all the way through, and so it will still be able to escape out to the side. So thank you for watching this video. The next stage in this build is going to be when all the brickwork is up to the plate height, ready to accept the roof construction, and then we can start forming all the roof lights, and you'll be able to get a great idea of the shape that we're going to be creating on this build. If you are thinking of making use of the space you have available to your house and you're not sure where to look or where to start, then feel free to get in touch with us via email or even dropping us a direct message like these clients here have done. We can work alongside each other, come up with some ideas and see what transformations we can make to your home.